Ladies and gentlemen, tonight your main event is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first to the ring. Mic, check, mic, check. Yo! It's the Liverpool. Yo. When I say 01, you say 2-1, man, like Dereiss, now back to the new one. Let my city. Now what are you on best with something? Tell about you. Mike stream in the ballroom. Mike TV gets something down. If I got to see you don't want to go so street. Now you are all like this. Just don't get that people. Like you wrote that 5%. Say what you want. You can think what are we on? Roman from now endlessly on. Rip for the best people neon. Yo! When I say 01, you say 2-1, 01. 2-1. When I say 01, you say 2-1, 01. 2-1. When I say 01, you say 2-1, 01. 2-1. Yeah. When I say that. When I say that. 01. 2-1. And introducing his opponent.
Here she comes, Millie McKenzie, back in the Royal British Legion, back in Bridge Pro Wrestling. This is going to be set for one hell of a main event. Man like Dereiss, Millie McKenzie, these two have known each other for so long. They've trained together, they've come up together in this industry, they've traveled the world together. However, this is the first time that these two will be meeting across the ring from each other, technically as themselves. They did wrestle each other as Santa Claus and the Grinch once, but this is the first time we will see a man like Dereiss and Millie McKenzie go one-on-one. Let's send it back down to Stuart Summers for our in-ring introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, mixing up every corner he can possibly go into, repping the 0121, he is the lyrical dragon, man like Dereiss!
You showed me that?
And introducing to my left, she is the suplex machine, Millie McKenzie!
So here we go. Nice to see the crowd standing up for women everywhere there. Oh, we love you, Maggie. We really do. So Millie McKenzie, the suplex machine. She's also the 2015 Birmingham Pie Eating Champion as well. And Millie McKenzie, not very happy the way Dereiss is starting this match off. Dereiss, bigger, stronger. Millie McKenzie said she had the speed on her side. Millie McKenzie firing up there.
Doesn't need to try hard. The crowd were right behind her, to be fair, the whole way, let's be honest.
We'll see Dereiss back here in the UK after an extensive tour of America. The question will be, will that have had an effect on Dereiss at all? He's been flying, jet setting around the world, recently fighting the likes of Macchioso in GCW. Will his mind be elsewhere? Will jet lag play a factor as well? As Millie just sends Dereiss off. Oh! Dereiss just using that size advantage, sending Millie McKenzie crashing down to the canvas, and Dereiss just on the outside, flashing the W's. But never, ever count out Millie McKenzie. I said these two, they've trained together, they know each other so well, to the point where even Millie McKenzie has adopted a man like Dereiss's persona, worn his gear, wrapped his wrap. Some may say better than Dereiss. And Millie McKenzie is fired up now. Dereiss dropping down to a knee in the headlock, but Millie McKenzie, these two, just as said, know each other so well, trading pins back and forth. Talk about Dereiss having travelled the world. Millie McKenzie, no stranger to wrestling in foreign lands. Millie McKenzie trained in Japan. The training dojos of Miko Satomura. Millie McKenzie knows her way around a wrestling ring. Millie hit Dereiss so hard his pecs are still bouncing. Dereiss just pie-facing Millie McKenzie there. Dereiss meeting each and every single one of these, but Millie will not quit.
And Dereiss will know that, as you say, working so closely with Dereiss.
As I said just before you got here, Stu, this is the first time that Millie McKenzie and Dereiss are actually facing off against each other in singles competition as themselves.
Okay, yes.
They technically wrestled each other as the Grinch and Santa Claus. I'm not sure who was who.
No, that's okay, fair. Didn't see that one coming.
Oh, pro wrestling, you've got to love it.
Oh, of course. It's why we do this, isn't it? Let's be honest.
As Millie McKenzie taking Dereiss out, Dereiss rolling to the outside just to gather his thoughts.
Crowd is still firmly behind Millie McKenzie here.
Millie McKenzie just happy to take a knee, wait for Dereiss to make his way back in. Millie McKenzie has a game plan. I don't think she's going to sway from it. Nice arm drag. Suckering Dereiss in Japanese arm drag as well. Yes! Oh, but Dereiss puts the brakes on there. The strength of Dereiss. And Millie. Oh, swinging neck breaker.
Fantastic.
Takes down Dereiss. There's one. There's two. And Dereiss gets the shoulders up.
Jesus.
And as we alluded to earlier in the show with when Natalie Sykes took on Liam Slater, and Natalie Sykes was coming off a loss in the first show, you've got to remember, so did Millie McKenzie. Millie McKenzie's first match here in British Pro Wrestling against Has Hype.
Yeah.
Has came out with the victory. A lot of people thought that was an upset victory for Has Hype, expecting Millie to walk away with the victory. And now Millie McKenzie out in the crowd amongst the children. Oh! Thankfully with a good hand.
That would have hurt if it wasn't.
And Millie now just stalking Dereiss round the outside, going to the merch desk.
Surely not.
If anyone's got their merch, go and buy some merch from Memes.
No.
And talking to Has Hype just watching on. From ringside, obviously Has should have been in competition. Millie just getting some liquid refreshment from a friendly punter in the crowd. Be very careful about doing that at wrestling shows, Millie. You never know what's in those drinks.
You are not wrong. That's the thing. Cannot be too careful.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. As Millie McKenzie now fighting back desperately against Dereiss, anything that she can.
She's got to find the tenacity to carry on.
The fire in Millie McKenzie is something like we've never seen before in any other wrestler. As Dereiss up and over the top. Dereiss comes with some speed and quickness, just runs through that clothesline attempt from Millie. That clothesline nearly folds her in half. McKenzie just gets that shoulder up. Now, as you see, again, potentially a target on Millie McKenzie. That bandage on that right hand, that brace.
Yeah.
Millie McKenzie is coming off a broken wrist. Millie McKenzie hasn't been able to wrestle for months due to this broken wrist. We're not sure how serious the break is, how serious the healing, where she is in the healing process. Is her wrist still broken? Is it healing? Should she even be out here competing? But again, that goes back to the fire and the determination of Millie McKenzie. She's not going to let something like a broken wrist stop her from competing on these shows. She knows the fans want to see her. She wants to be here for the fans. But you've got to ask, is it going to be to Millie's detriment? Has she come back too early? And I know Dereiss is her friend. Dereiss is a training partner. But again, this is wrestling. There has to be a winner, has to be a loser. Both of these people have got a point to prove. They're both in such points of their career where wins and losses can matter.
She's just built differently, isn't she? She was trained by some of the best in the world to show her and teach her that grit, determination to carry on and to just keep going. Dereiss here with the pin. Is this enough? No, it's
just
not.
Again, Millie gets that shoulder up. And Millie just going for the kick in the face. Dereiss wise to it though.
This is that fire that you keep talking about. Millie was down. People thought she might have been out, but she isn't. She's back up on her feet.
Oh, and just the kitchen sink to the midsection. As Millie gets that shoulder up.
Dereiss is getting slightly frustrated now, thinks that should have been a 3 count.
As referee Adam Evans just checking on McKenzie. And again, Millie just, every time Dereiss tries to get hold of her. Millie's there with those feet, just fighting off her back. As Dereiss now just using Millie's own arms. That cravat-like choke. Millie needs to roll onto her stomach, trying to alleviate this pressure. Dereiss lifting, popping those hips, keeping the pressure around the neck of Millie McKenzie.
This could be the end.
Oh, and Millie!
Oh, wait,
Millie
what?
biting the wrist. Well, by any means necessary, I suppose. Just biting the wrist to alleviate that pressure. Millie now with a cut. Surely not. Millie going for the body slam on Dereiss. And Dereiss with ease just scoops up Millie McKenzie, marching with her around the ring as Millie though fights out of it.
No.
Oh, the power of Millie McKenzie!
That determination, the fire, it's all there.
Millie with a low drop kick takes out the knee of Dereiss. Oh, that uppercut to the throat. Oh, the clothesline, internal decapitation takes out Dereiss. Oh, the suplex from Millie McKenzie. There's a reason why she's a suplex machine. Dereiss does not want to get caught with one of those German suplexes. Nobody home though, the quickness of Millie McKenzie underneath midsection. And Millie going to the top rope. High risk, high reward, takes out Dereiss. Dereiss doesn't know where he is. And can we see the spear? Oh no, she's gone for that cutter.
Oh, nobody expected that.
Out of nowhere with that cutter. I don't think she got all of it, but it was enough for a 2 count.
She's checking her wrist there, you can see it. It's giving her some jip. She's okay to continue, referee Adam says. Thank you.
Millie now, what is she setting up for? Hooking both arms. Could we see a butterfly suplex from Millie McKenzie? Dereiss just hunkering down, putting the brakes on. And the power of Dereiss. That back body drop.
Jesus Christ, this is fantastic. He's just built differently, isn't he?
Indeed, and that's, as I was saying before, Dereiss coming off on the back of a very extensive US tour where he's wrestled some of the biggest names on the indie scene in America at the moment and in Japan. Dereiss and Millie McKenzie both have such a bright future.
Oh.
Millie McKenzie popping the hips, gets a 2 count.
Jesus. Out of nowhere that one came.
And this is why these two are where they are in British wrestling today. Oh! 1, 2! Oh! 2! How the hell did Millie McKenzie get her shoulder up off that? Dereiss with a Liger bomb.
He is gobsmacked at what just happened.
I think everyone in the crowd here is absolutely gobsmacked.
2, 1.
Dereiss potentially looking to put this one away. Oh, nobody home for that cut. There's 1, 2. Dereiss with his hand on the bottom rope. Oh, spin kick, nobody home.
Oh.
Millie with that kick right under the jaw. Oh, Dereiss, handful of hair. And now Dereiss with the sleeper. By any means necessary for Dereiss.
Not this way.
There's no friends when it comes to professional wrestling, really. And Millie looks out of it.
He's got the whole hold.
Dereiss, great finding those legs as well. Oh,
wait.
Millie though, popping those hips. Dereiss had to relinquish the hold or he'd have lost that match. Round she goes. Dereiss on top of his head. Millie McKenzie with a spear.
Is this it?
Two. Somehow Dereiss kicks out of the spear. And now Millie.
Oh my God.
Dereiss clutching at his midsection, struggling to make it to his feet. As Millie McKenzie lines him up. Oh! Back elbow to the chest. Big boot right to the jaw. Nobody home. Dereiss up and over the top. Oh, super kick nearly takes the head clean off Millie. Oh, and Millie with a right hand.
This is just all too big boot.
These two know each other so well. Move, four, move. Oh! There's a destroyer from Millie. There's one, there's two. And again, somehow, Dereiss gets his shoulder off the canvas before the referee's count of three.
Referee Adams started counting. Who's going to get to their feet first?
Three.
Count of three.
4.
Neither of these two have stirred.
5.
Millie with a finger.
6.
McKenzie manages to, she's showing the first signs of life.
Dereiss though, stirring as well. 8 count ref.
Dereiss up to his knees. Millie as well, that will break the referee's count. Millie on jelly legs. Dereiss as well, neither of these two can properly stand. They have beat the absolute tar out of each other. Oh! Dereiss may have just knocked Millie McKenzie clean out with that one. I think the only reason Dereiss is still on his feet is because he's hanging off that middle rope. Now Dereiss standing over Millie McKenzie like a predator with his prey, looking to put the final touch in. But somehow Millie McKenzie comes firing back with those right hands. Dereiss trying to cover up. Millie goes to that midsection. Dereiss cuts her off with a knee. Up and over the top.
No. Oh.
Just trading pins, making Adam Evans work for his money tonight. Not that he hasn't already.
He's done fantastic.
That elbow right under the jaw. Now Dereiss with a German suplex. But suplex Millie.
Oh my God!
Millie McKenzie. Oh! German suplex of her own. And again.
Another one. She is the suplex machine.
Suplex Millie indeed. Oh! Second rope. High on the back of Dereiss's head. And we don't normally see Millie go up high. Spear from the second rope.
Oh my God! Is this it? It is!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match, the suplex machine, Millie McKenzie!
Millie McKenzie has righted the wrongs from our debut show and comes out victorious. What an effort by both these competitors. This is why Bridge Pro Wrestling is the place to be. We've got the biggest names in Brit Wrestling. We've got the biggest up and comers in Brit Wrestling. We will be back at the end of August with Bridge Pro Wrestling brings the heat. And if tonight was anything to go by, the Royal British Legion here in Amblecote will be on fire. From all of us here at Bridge Pro Wrestling, I was joined by our MC. Oh, Dereiss, not happy. Dereiss not wanting to show the respect or shake Millie's hand. The show respect finally. Dereiss.
And your winner of this match, Millie McKenzie!
Oh, Alexis Falcon! Alexis Falcon in the ring with Charles Crowley!
Ring the bell, come on!
The cheeky little buggers! And Dereiss! Dereiss back in the ring! Spear to Crowley! Spear to Falcon! Dereiss has just cut the Falcon in half! Man like Dereiss coming back out to make the save for Millie McKenzie. What are Crowley and Falcon thinking? As Falcon and Crowley just make their way to the back.
That makes us a tag team now.
Dereiss has just said this obviously makes us a tag team now. Now that is something I can get behind. I'm saying from all of us here at Bridge Pro Wrestling, I was joined by our comparable MC, Mr. Stuart Summers. I've been Pete Crockett. Thank you and good night.